you know, I'm currently have a full-time 9 to 5. My wife has a full-time 9 to 5. However, we both have several businesses on the side that we run. So even running through the portal in almost exactly 2 months, we did that concurrently with running our other companies, in addition to having 9 to 5s each of us as well. So that just kind of shows us how hungry we were to get in there and get started and to make it work. The information that Alex had on the portal. In the very beginning, I looked at it and I was like, man, this is a lot of information. But once I started going through it, I just gravitated to all of the information, and it all started making sense. And it literally it was sequential. So if you really take a look at the portal and you follow it and you go step by step by step by step, you literally are going to be in there. He's very, very thorough when he's in there with the portal. And I like how he shared testimonials, because it's easy for someone to just put instructions in there and say, hey, do this. But when you actually put a testimonial and say, hey, if you don't do this, this is what you're going to end up with, then that puts that little extra fire behind you to say, hey man, listen, I don't want to make the same mistake or whatever the case might be. So let me make sure I follow it exactly the same way that Alex laid out. So that's exactly what my wife and I did. And I think it took us about 58 days to get up and going. And that was with us doing it not even full time 100%. So I say that to say, if you really get in there and you're hungry, you can probably get going a little bit sooner than what we did. We did have the financial resources available to us to make it happen. So once we went through the portal, I was able to hire a couple drivers on. I was able to go get 2 trucks out the gate. According to listening to what Alex said, he said, hey, it's better to get 2 trucks than get one. So I got 2 trucks out the gate. I got a couple drivers out the gate. I followed everything. And so, we're up and rolling, man. I just got going with trying to find out information about just everything about the industry, man. Like I'm so it's such a big industry, and there's a lot of opportunities for you to succeed. There's a lot of opportunity for you to fail too. So don't take this opportunity lightly to say, hey, this is just a little side gig, I'm gonna just jump into whatever, because you're literally putting somebody else's livelihood in your hands. These drivers, more than likely, you're gonna be getting a driver that's coming from another company. So you have to give them confidence that even though you may be a new carrier, that you're going to be able to take care of their needs, and that you know what you're doing. And a lot of times, if you're transparent with these guys and say, hey, I'm a new carrier, I'm going to take care of you. But if you kind of help me and show me the way and give me some of your experience and some of the game that you've learned from being a driver for X amount of years, then we can make this thing work, So, big shout out to Alex for making a hell of a portal, and I have confidence in him that it's only going to go up from here.
Yo, man, thank you so much for your testimony, AJ. And tonight's call, man, we talking about drivers. So just can you share with the team, what was your process like, as far as obtaining your drivers?
Absolutely.
Or your driver.
Absolutely. So I followed the portal in terms of I signed up for Indeed. I actually, I know you recommended to do the budget for about $30 a day. I did a little bit less than that. However, I was still able to get some good prospects. So what I did was, I'm big in formalizing everything. So when your drivers, so I put together an ad for drivers and all those things, and I posted it to Indeed. Hold on one second. Sorry, my wife, we competing over here. I'm like, come on, close the door. But anyway, yeah, so I created the ad in Indeed, just like Alex said, in the portal, talked about Century Transportation Group. And what I did was I actually solidified my company by creating a brand. So I have a website, it's Century Transportation Group. You can go to it right now, centurytransportationgroup.com. I created a logo. I got shirts made for myself. I got shirts made for my drivers. And that way I could see the vision of what I was trying to create. It wasn't like I was just creating like a side